There's the jobless claims. Yep, there's the jobless claims coming out right now. And that's the SPY tanking on the back of it. So despite the sell-off after the Fed doing nothing yesterday, the fact that there's more people in work, less people claiming unemployment, which you think would be a good thing, but obviously from an economic standpoint, no. From an inflation standpoint, no. So that's the jobless claims causing the market to sell off even further. Go figure. You're going to have to excuse me for the next few minutes, guys. I didn't manage to eat earlier, so I've just been brought by my beautiful assistant and fiance. Been brought my dinner, some nice crispy fried chicken and rice. Gotta have rice. It's the Philippines. It's Philippine fuel. Rice with pretty much everything. I finished 1,500 down yesterday. The cliffhanger panned out. That was 1,500. It was a red day. The IPOs that I was waiting for didn't really materialize. They didn't really do much. They both launched, but they didn't really do much. And I stuck around. There was some things popped later in the day, but I was snoring away by then. So I've had my 4-day losing streak, which is not great. It's probably the worst losing streak I've had in, well, since October 2021, so nearly 2 years. That's exactly it. I saw it popped up, and obviously I got all the notifications in the Discord and stuff. But I was already catching Z by then. Like I say, I apologise for eating my fried chicken and rice. There's not a lot happening on the markets at the moment, except for the sell-off. The unemployment numbers just came out. Trader acquisition. There's news of the merger, the business merger. So not a lot of volume. See what happens. This is a stock that went up to over $32 the week before last. I think it was. Hey Alberto, how you doing? Good to see you again, Stone Cold. Traded net so far today, but since I traded it, so I traded it here on the way up, but it's done nothing but sell off since. So we're just waiting for the next catalyst. It could be Murph. Have a look. What's going on here? Not great volume, but big move. Gone from $15 to $22, so it's a $7 move over the last 20 minutes. Okay, so Murphy Canyon acquisition shares are trading higher after the company announced stockholder approval of the proposed combination with Conduit Pharmaceuticals. There you go. So the so Murphy Canyon is again, it's another blank check company. It's a SPAC. So it's now got the approval to go ahead and merge with Conduit Pharma. So the likelihood is that this, once that merger goes ahead, it will probably change ticker. Yeah, eating and talking though, it's slightly different. It could well do, yeah, Jesus. If I drop any crumbs, I've got a beautiful floof here looking at me with sad eyes, like she doesn't get anything, so I can mop up the pieces. I'll take a look at that for you, Ricky. Doesn't look like it's one for me, but yeah, there's no volume on it. I don't know why you're saying this. I mean, this is IPO today or NASDAQ uplift or something like that, but there's no volume on it. So by all means, fill your boots. Not for me. Not yet. It popped up to like just over $23, $23.33, but on literally no volume. There's 24,000 shares been sold up so far this morning, so you can't trade that. You can't trade. You can go fill your boots, but I won't trade it. That's just, there's just no liquidity in that stock. It might be trending on StockTwits, but a lot of things trend on StockTwits that I wouldn't touch. It's full of twits. That's what I'll say about StockTwits. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it with Alistair's account. Good morning, Dennis. No, it doesn't mean that at all, Ed. It means that there are shares borrowed from a broker that the broker doesn't have. It means that there is a lot of synthetic shorts. That's what that means. Not much meat on this one. Fair, I'm not that hungry. More thirsty today. I was unsure whether I was going to be streaming today because spent the afternoon at the beach having a few beers, some food, and I thought we got back a little bit later, so not had a nap this afternoon, which I normally like to do. I thought there might be slightly compromised, but with a nice cup of tea, sat down, got set up, and I feel okay. So we'll go ahead. We'll see what we can do. We managed to get 1,900 out of net as it moved, as it crept up, selling off since. A good start. The question is, can we build on the good start instead of giving it back like we have done the last 4 days? I've got into a habit this last 4 days of trading poorly and holding on to positions way too long. So getting the entries have not been bad. I've been looking at it, the entries have been fine. And I should be taking, taking the profits and exiting the position, or not. I'm looking for that. It's like I'm trying to get a home run with every trade, and I need to stop that mentality straight away. We're not in a bull market right now. We're in that in-between phase. So there's kind of 3 cycles to market movement. You've got the bull run, which is, you know, a lot of strong upwards momentum. Then you've got the bear run, usually follows it, and the turnaround tends to be fairly quickly. And then you get the kind of languid sideways consolidation, and that can last a couple of years before you hit the bull run again. Why do people keep coming on my stream and into my chat and shouting gold? You know, what are you, Spandau Ballet? Come on. So just, yeah, I don't trade commodities, which includes gold. So what's going on with gold that everybody seems to be, oh, well, gold. You obviously know nothing about trading if all you can do is go into people's chat. You don't actually say anything. You just shout gold and think everybody Spandau Ballet, always believing it's so, you know. Come on, be a bit more creative. If you want to contribute, if you want me to take a look at gold, I mean, I can't because on this platform it's not set up for commodities. I'm trading equities, so stocks and shares are on the feed that I've got doesn't show commodities or futures for that matter on this platform. But I can pull it up on TradingView, no problem at all, if it's of interest to anybody. And yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Fark. I'm sure you love gold. It doesn't surprise me if you've got some gold teeth, have you? I swallowed a gold, well, it wasn't a gold tooth, it was a gold inlay. I had a gold inlay and it came loose, but it reset and then it came loose again and I swallowed it. And look, I'm not too, I mean, the gold inlay was probably worth it about 1,500 quid on its own. But 1,500, that's a lot of money to a lot of people. But it's not enough for me to start rooting around in my droppings. So as far as I'm concerned, that was gone. As soon as I swallowed it, and I realised I swallowed it, it was gone. I wasn't going to start rooting around in my droppings for it. 1,500 quid or not, it's that's gone. It's, yeah. Why am I not surprised, Far? Let's have a look at MPCs. Top of the momentum charts, but the momentum's not really there. Yeah, there's no volume on it either. The tick and the talk, I'll have a look at both of them. So the talk's moving up. Digital transformation group, but there's no volume on it yet. So wait for the volume to come in. I've got no trades today at all, according to this. Yeah, so nothing this morning on the talk. So now the tick, slightly different. Like I say, it sounds like a German watchmaker. The tick did talk. So the tick, Davis Commodities, getting low on volume today. 51,000 shares traded so far. 482 trades in total. So they're not trading big size. It's just people going back and forward a little bit. There's no volume. It's down quite a bit, 5.5% from where it finished yesterday. Had a nice pop at the open, as we saw. The big day was on IPO day. The big day for this one, where I made some money on it, was on Tuesday. So yeah, the tick and the talk not really making much movement at all. Liquidity is a lot of it, or lack of liquidity for the SPACs because of the liquidity, the steps between, this is why you get such big spreads. The steps between the levels on the level 2 are a lot wider. But people still going and investing in these SPACs. So it has that big move. So you get the volatility. You don't tend to get the volume comes through on some of these SPACs, but you get the volatility. Makes them a risky play. And it's not what I would say is an A+. You'll never get an A+ setup on most of these SPACs because of the low liquidity, low volume. But it's big risk, big reward type play. So you can get in there and make some good money. But you've also got to be prepared to lose bad money. They are a risky play. Klaviyo went live just before 1 o'clock yesterday, kind of 1:45 yesterday. I didn't stay awake waiting for it. SRBK launched and pretty much sold off. So those were the two IPOs yesterday. Not really much worth doing with it. So there is an IPO today. Let's have a look. GMM. I'll put that on my list too. Well, that's not priced yet, but it will be. So GMM is an IPO for today. It's a global MoFi metaverse. So yeah, Klaviyo, it's got a bigger valuation, but it's been selling off. So we'll see. It's an IPO, in fact. The top, the tick's the IPO, the top is the SPAC. So I wouldn't say it's got a high demand either. But what do you mean by high demand? I wouldn't say it's got high demand. Let's just have a look at on the daily, for example. Okay. So this last 3 days are where the news has been coming out from the SPAC merger. So if you look at that one on Monday, it was 600,000 shares traded. Not huge volume. Slightly more, 785,000 shares on Tuesday. Big volume yesterday, 4.6 million. But aside from that, the volume up until this week is like less than 5,000 mostly. A little bit of a spike there at 78,000, but it's just negligible volume. If you look at this, so yesterday was a big volume on the top, but and I say big volume, it's relatively speaking, but I wouldn't say there's huge demand for it. Yeah, I certainly can take a look at Mirth. So look at this again. It's got big movement, but again, the volume isn't there. I did take a quick look at it, but look at the volume. We're talking 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 shares. There's not been a single volume handle today over 5,000 shares. So very, very low volume. And if you look at this on the daily, so again, this is another one over the last 3 days has been quite big. The biggest volume candle we've had on a daily level is 500,000 shares. So Mirth isn't going to be a safe bet either. I mean, some big moves. I mean, this intraday it went from a low of $11 to a high of $25. So there's volatility there. You can take advantage of the volatility, but are you going to get filled? Are you going to get, how much slippage are you going to get? The likelihood is you get burned on. Just be careful with these kind of plays. The spreads are usually horrendous. At the moment, this is not too bad with 18 cents, but the spreads are usually horrendous, and the range is wild. The whip, they tend to be very whippy as well. So, it'll flick up and flick back, and you know, I'll take that advice. I'll take that advice under management there, Strawweb. Stone Cold, you need to stop being a grumpy old man. If somebody's taking the time to engage, then I'll engage. You know, it's not like we've got a lot going on at the moment. If they're asking me to look at stocks that don't have any volume or anything, and they're just it's got big moves, but like Murph, for example, it's top of the momentum scanners, but it's there's no volume there. They want to know why. I'm happy to provide an opinion on it. Not any kind of financial advice, or not saying it's going to move again, but just a fat guy's opinion. No, absolutely, Strawweb. I don't think he's targeting you, Rick. You don't worry about it. The easiest way to get around it is ask me to give you, just if you want to see a stock, just say, do I have an opinion on something? And I might ball you out, but that's fine. We're all friends here. We can all accept a little bit of criticism. No, exactly, cool, man. It's good. I want this channel to be welcoming to people of all levels of trading. If you're an active trader, you've been trading for a while, you'll know about the volume profiles. You'll know a stock that's a good candidate for a day trader. No, but a lot of people come on this channel. They're very new, so they don't know about day trading and the rules for day trading. So they're very new and they want to learn. So you only learn by asking questions. If you're like you are, Stone Cold, clearly a grumpy old man just like I am, but I'm trying not to be grumpy. So if you're going to get a bit annoyed about somebody asking what you find to be a simple question, it's not a waste of my time. It might be a waste of your time because I could be talking about something else, but it's not a waste of my time because that individual genuinely doesn't know if that's a decent stock we're looking at or not. So I don't mind looking at a stock that's a garbage stock with no volume and tell them why it's a garbage stock with no volume. I mean, that's how people learn. If you don't ask, you don't find out. Simple. No, it's not that, Strawweb. I've been looking at I had a look at my trades over the last 4 days, and there's a uniform thing that's gone on with it. So but my entries, there's some exceptions, but in the most part, my entries have been fairly on point. I could have got in. There's a couple of where I've been chasing momentum, it's gone against me, and even that's not too bad because if you chase momentum, it goes for you, fine. But when it's gone against me, I should have been cutting it for a small loss. And what I've been doing is I've been holding on to trades way too long. So I've been getting in, they've been going for me, they've been moving up, and I've not taken profits. And it's like I've been holding for a home run on every trade. And that's where I've been going wrong. Yesterday I started off and I was doing it right. So I followed Alistair's lead and I traded Avenger and effectively just scalped it. I wasn't getting in partially, out partially, in partial. I was getting in, getting out. It pulled back, I was getting back in, getting out again. And then later in the day, I just held on to it too long, added to a position for a bounce, it went against, and rather than cutting it, I went in again at key levels for breakouts, buying in at breakouts, and when it went against me, I'm just holding through consolidation, and that's not how to trade. So it's going back to basics a little bit. When you start, this is my longest losing streak for 2 years, so going back to basics a little bit, it's get in, get out. You know, small win, small loss, either which way. But a number of base hits is far superior to a big loss. So I'd rather do that. Morning, Neith. Yes and no, Ed. So what you're talking about is that if there are, let's say, short interest is the number of shares that are available or to borrow, okay? Utilization of those shorts is how many of them have actually been lent out. The problem is when you've got a short interest that's larger than the actual float, or even the fact that you've got shares that are available and you've got a utilization that's larger than the float, or a utilization that's larger than the available shares to short, then you know that the synthetic shares, there's something awry. There are a lot of people that are shorting illegally. And it's common practice, but it is illegal, and it's just not punished. It's just not enforced. Yeah, it's look. It's not that I'm doing it wrong. It's for whatever reason I've started. I don't know whether it's because I've not got the whole day to trade. So I'm trying to condense a full day's trading into, 3-4 hours ish, and looking for that big win straight away. And I don't need to be taking big wins. It's not like, I've set myself a goal, but if I don't hit my goal, what's going to happen? I'm not going to get fired from my job, am I? I mean, come on. So I need to kind of relieve some of the pressure off me. I've been hitting that 4K mark pretty much every day over the last 4 days, hitting that 4K mark and then going in for that big finish to get over the goal. And it's gone against me. And they end up almost revenge trading to try and get that 4K back or get back green or whatever. So I need to just get rid of that mindset of, like, I need to be over 6K. Right now, I need to be content with 2K. And lock it down if there's no really good setups. And if there is a good setup, but then I get faked out, put it early. That's where I've been going wrong. And, it's what I was doing previously and doing well earlier in the year. I just need it's just a quick change of mindset. Four days in a row is enough of a wake-up call for me to say, look at what you're doing, Tony, you're not doing it right. Particularly when one of my own students is doing it the way that I taught him to do it, and I'm not. That's a big, wake-up call to say, Tony, go back to basics and do it properly. Good morning to you, Robin. I wouldn't say I've been unlucky, Ed. I mean, you make your own luck in the markets. I've just not traded. I've made bad decisions when I'm in a trade. That's what it is. So it's not so much the entries, because if you okay, let's just take Alistair right now, who's regular on the stream, learned how through the day trade with Tony, took the day trade with Tony course, consistently profitable now, and he's now on one of his longest green streaks, trading pretty much the same stocks that I'm trading, using the strategies that I taught him. So why is he profitable and I'm not? Because he's been disciplined enough to stick to the strategy and I'm not. That's the only difference. Nothing to do with luck. It's to do with discipline. And I've not been disciplined to cut the losses. Once he starts turning against me, cut those losses and take profits as I'm going. If you get out of a position for a profit and it carries on without you, so what? You've made a profit. You don't go broke by taking profits, but you will go broke by holding on to losses. There you go. Absolutely, Alistair. Loads of 3.2Ks a day off Feed the Beast, and then you get that 115K runner, and it makes up the balance. So your average will end up 5-6K across a month, across a year, whatever. But yeah, you're absolutely right there, Alistair. And that's what I've not been doing. I've been forcing myself to go for 6K every day, and I shouldn't be doing that. I should be accepting the fact that 2, 3, 4K days are good days. Any green day is a good day. Any green is good green. He does know his stuff. All right, okay. Screen's messed up on YouTube. I'll just fix that. You're getting my daily and I do swing trade, but I don't swing trade on this account, Fark. When I'm swing trading, I usually do that with Interactive. Oh, right, okay. I'm misinterpreting stuff. Miyako. We've got loads of likes on the old tickety talk. I think that's probably my fiance that's going mad. She's on the stream, watching and listening. Hello, you. But we've only got 23 likes on YouTube. That's less than half, guys. So if we get to 50 likes, I can give her another treat. But in the meantime, she can have this. And in fact, I'll give her a piece of this chicken. Oh, it's even better. Okay. Here's my face. Okay. So there's the beast. Here's a piece of chicken. You want this? Ow. There you go. Don't take my fingers next time. Now she can have that other piece of chicken when we get to 50 likes on YouTube. So guys, let's get that, hit that thumbs up button, get the like count rolling on YouTube. We've hit the number on the old tickety-tockety. Hey, bad boy. No worries, Stone Cold. We're all big boys and girls here. We've got thick skins. We're not going to take offence if somebody says something that we find offensive. So I think if you're being offensive on this channel, I will ban you. It's as simple as that. But if you say something that somebody else gets offended by, that's a them problem, not a you problem. And I think that's what's gone wrong with the world today, is that we've got a situation where people get offended and automatically trying to cancel somebody because they're offended. And I'm sorry, but if I say something that offends you, that's a you problem. If I say something to offend you, that's a me problem. So just remember, there's a difference between the two. It's all about intent. Morning, Cal. You're a little late today, buddy. Well, there you go, all day. So you've had 5 green days in a row trading the same stocks. Alistair's been about the same. Quite a few of you guys are green, trading the same stocks, trading the same kind of strategies that I've been teaching. And because you've been disciplined enough to take profits when you're supposed to, instead of me holding it for the home run, that's the only difference. So I'm not too worried about it. Back to basics, like I say. No pricing on GMM yet. Yeah, about no volume at all. So whoever's mentioned this just after 8, just there's no volume at all. It went up to over 23.33, but there's just no volume. You can't trade that. Like 40, just shy of 47,000 shares traded so far, and that's just garbage. So yeah, I dare say that people are talking about it on StockTwits because it moved so much intraday. It went from $11 up to 23. That's a big move. But what you've got to look at is what's underpinning that. What kind of volume is happening with that? What's the catalyst? Is it an uplift? Is it an IPO? Is it a SPAC merger? I don't know much about this one, so I'm just going to have a quick look. Funnily enough. Absolutely Vegas. That's pretty much what I've been saying is that instead of swinging for the fences, which is what I think I've been doing. American Battery. Okay, so American Battery receives approval for listing on NASDAQ exchange under the symbol ABAT, with the trading expected to commence today. So that was posted yesterday, just before the close. So it looks like it's an uplift. I think it was. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, it was an uplift because I've got news here for a bat from 2011, 2012, 2017. So it was an uplift. It's probably been down on the OTC markets for some time. It's finally got an uplift to the NASDAQ. So it's not an IPO per se. It's first day, either first day back or first day on the NASDAQ. Doesn't matter if you miss the runs, like I'm saying, get them. It's better to have a profit than hold on to it and give it back. I've already fed the dog earth and honeybee. It's always a large cap day. The large caps move. The thing is, it might be a day for shorting some of these large caps. There's a lot of red across the board in the large cap sector. So yeah. Eating while trading is not a problem. It's drinking while trading. That can be a problem, as I have personally found out. You don't want to be trading with a belly full of wine. That's for sure. To be fair, it does create an interesting live stream, but not a very profitable one. No, I don't think it's going to be a bear market. Let's have a look at the S&P 500, the overall market. Let's have a look at this. I think we're still away off the bear market territory, but let's look at this. So I've drawn these lines here from it would have been in March when I drew this channel. But you look at where we came out of the bear market, bottomed out in October. Okay, now we've had pullbacks, and some significant pullbacks. This channel that we've had here, for example, we had the move up and the pullback all the way down to the same upwards move here, and then move back all the way up, rejected at the top. It wouldn't surprise if we come back down to the bottom of this channel and then move back up to the top. It's just a longer upwards downwards. People start panicking because we're having a prolonged pullback, and look, we're still in the longer term. Let's go back just to less than 12 months. We're going back to October last year, which was the bottom of the bear market, and just see how we're trading. This is a long-term upwards trend. So looking at bear market, are we going in for a recession? That we could well have a recession. That's not out of the question. Less and less likely, but we're still not in bear market. If you look at the longer-term trajectory, we're still upwards trending. So you can't say, well, if we break out of this channel, then we start looking at, okay, well, how far do we fall? Do we come down towards the 400s on the SPY or the 4000s on the SPX? Then we start talking about, have we entered another bear market, or was that just a bear market rally? You know, a one-year bear market rally? I don't think so. But what do I know? I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. But I just think longer term, we're still upwards trending. You're always going to have ups and downs. That's the way the market moves. But longer term, we're still in an uptrend. What happened to T-Doc? Oh, we're just looking at T-Doc earlier, weren't we? On D-Toc. No volume. There's nobody traded it. There's no trades on D-Toc today. I don't even know if it's doing anything. Let's have a quick look. Has it changed ticker? Maybe next year, Stone Cold. Maybe next year. All right. Okay. So D-Toc was a SPAC merger, and it's changed its ticker overnight. So the new ticker is AONC. Pulling back. So that's a new one. American Oncology. So here's the news as of yesterday. American Oncology Network and Digital Transformation Opportunities have announced the completion of the business combination. That was yesterday afternoon. So they're now trading under AONC, so it's American Oncology. So D-Toc was the SPAC company, the blank check company, and now it's trading under AONC. Well, I'm just going to test the waters here to find out if my fiance is actually still watching, and if she is, that beautiful lady might bring me some more water to drink because I'm feeling a bit thirsty. Got 15 minutes to the bell. How DZN? What's going on with this one? Road Zen. There's no volume on it, but there is some moves. Don't like the spreads. 30 cents. Yeah, I don't like this one. Don't like the look of it. Don't know what's going on with it. Let's have a quick look. What's the news on it? Is this another merger? Yes, it is. So Rhodes End's another SPAC merger today. So Varna Tech Edge acquisition and Rhodes End have merged. So Rhodes End and Varna Tech acquisition. So this is another SPAC merger, and this went up to 38.70 this morning before pulling back. So that's what Rhodes End is. It's another SPAC merger. Yeah, let's feed the old pooch. Need to get 12 more likes. If you've not hit that thumbs up button, there's two hands. You've got two hands, 10 fingers on each hand. Hit the thumbs up button with one of them, because if we can get to 50 likes, I'll give this last piece of chicken to the pooch. We've even got some dried beef here. If at least 30 of you haven't hit that thumbs up button. I only need 7. Of the 30 of you that's not hit that thumbs up button, if a third of you hit that thumbs up button, I can feed the dog another piece of chicken. You know yourself. So safe and green, SGBX, same company as SGBXV, but a third of the price. Oh no, it's the same, pretty much the same price. Pretty much the same price. So SGBX currently. This is currently 185, whereas SGBXV is down at 158 now. So I'm going to take that off my list. Yeah, I've not got much in the way of movers right now. I wouldn't say it was a bust, getting. It's now currently at the IPO price. So the IPO price was $30. It's been selling off since it opened, but because it opened up so high, it really went up high to start off with. I mean, it started off at $42. It was a $30 IPO. It's now down at $30. So it's now down at the IPO price. So when we actually get confirmation of completion of the IPO, we might see another move back up. A lot of analysts were saying like it's overpriced at 30. So when it went up to 42, Instacart, it's the only way is down. 40% up on its opening day, opened up 40% up from the IPO price. So coming back down to the IPO price, I wouldn't call that a bust. The same way as if it opens up at $30 and then doesn't really have much volatility and stays at $30 for a few days, nobody's going to call that a bust. So you look at what the IPO price was versus where it actually is. Now, if the IPO price was 40 and it's now down at 30, you say it's lost 25% since the IPO, then you say it's a bust. But it's actually above the IPO price still. Don't even talk to me about Avenger all day. Don't even talk to me about it. In fact, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. I need 4 people. There's 30 of you not smashed that thumbs up button. I don't know. I will find you. I've got a special set of skills, and I will find you, and I'll come to your house and I'll feed your dogs. Now, come on. Let's get that. Let's hit that 50 like mark. We've got 9 minutes before the bell. I'd like to get to feed the mooch. I missed a nice pop whilst feeding the mooch yesterday. So let's feed this pooch. Here we go. Come on, pooch. You can have some. I'll give you some chicken. Okay. There you go. There you go, pooch. You can have this last piece of chicken. There you go. Yeah. Enjoy your chicken, pooch. That's courtesy of your YouTube. It's not as big as the one from TikTok, but enjoy. Yummy in your tummy. Yeah. Yummy in your tummy. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You're getting no more till after the stream now, okay? If we get to 75 likes on YouTube, then yes, but I don't think that we've got enough viewers for that, so we'll see, okay? Bye. That was Miyako, everybody. The beautiful, floofy Miyako. Wonderfy. What's the ticker, Earth and Honey? Wonderfy. Can I give feedback for Wonderfy? So you give me the ticker and I'll take a look at it. Yeah, I think that's probably an OTC stock. Yeah, it's not on my feed, so I can't give you much of an opinion. It's all gone. Get out from under there, you know. I think what your ticker you're looking for is one dip. Wonderfy Technology. So Wonderfy Technology, it's I think it's a 10-cent stock. OTC market. I don't have the OTC markets. I deliberately don't pay for the feed, so I don't get tempted to trade them. So Wonderfy, they're looking to Wonderfy announces a proposed transaction for BitBuy to acquire CoinSmart client accounts, but it's a 10-cent stock. I don't touch anything under $2, Earth and Honeybee. So that's my opinion of Wonderfy. It's an OTC stock. I wouldn't touch it. No, I wouldn't touch it with Calvis's account. That's how I think of that stock. I don't think anything of it because it's OTC markets. Yes, it did flip jug. So we had 2 yesterday. We had SL Bank Corps was trading yesterday. Not done anything today. 108 shares traded so far today. But Klaviyo just pretty much sold off all day. It launched just before 1 o'clock in the afternoon and pretty much sold off. So if you look at this on the hourly, you'll see what I'm talking about. That's the daily. This is the hourly. So it launched just before 1 and it sold off. So that's what the one I announced is looks like it's IPO yesterday. I was waiting for that. I thought it might have a good move. It did go up to 39.47. It opened up at 36.75. So an initial $3 pop in that first hour, but after that it sold off. It did make a bit of went all the way down to $30. It did make a bounce. Let's put it on the 50. You'll see what I'm talking about. So yeah, so it did make a bounce in that final 15 minutes of the market. It went all the way down to $30, and then it bounced and finished up at 32. So it went up the first opening 15 minutes, it popped up and then came all the way back down and sold off. So it didn't really do much. You're not going to be able to short it. You can't short stocks on their opening day most of the time. Occasionally you can, but very rarely are you able to short stocks because there's no shares available until they've been sold. So you can't borrow shares that are not available. In theory, you can't borrow shares that are not available. We've just been talking about synthetic shares and naked shorting and things like that. Yeah, Klaviyo just sold off. So the two IPOs from yesterday. The one IPO that we've got today is GMM. So something like Gay Metaverse or something, whatever it is. Yeah, nothing happening at all today so far. So I'm open to trade anything that moves, basically. The market's down quite heavy today. It's a sell-off day on the markets. So this is the S&P 500. You can see how heavy it's down. Let's see what throws up for us. The bell rings in 2.5 minutes. Shut up with your Avenger. Not interested. All right, when I'm eating the dog treats and the dog's eating my food. Go figure. Kind of like beef jerky though. No, it didn't, Fark. No, it didn't. So HCVI, it's a Hennessy Capital. It's not just spiked up at all. Come on, there's no volume there. How do you trade that? Thickly, it's a stacked level 2. And look at the state of that level 2. Stacked level 2, but the range is like 0.5%. So where's the spike? I don't see any spike there. You're telling me there's a spike? I'm not seeing any spike. It's currently in a range. Yeah, like a 3-cent range all day. I'm going to change the scanners over. I'm tired of looking at them because they're not doing anything. Someone give the market a poke, wake it up. SPY waking up now. S&P 500 waking up. Back over the VWAP. It needs to get back over 440 for me. Been selling off hard this last 24 hours. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it might do, but you won't catch me trading it today. I'm going to just, well, I might do, but it'd have to set up really well. And yeah, let's see what happens. Good luck, guys. The roller coaster has begun. Let me just put this in real time because 10 seconds is too late. Yeah, that spikes up and back down again. So maybe the 10 seconds is probably a better thing to look for. Fiscal note up there at 240s and counting. And still moving. Yeah, so Fiscal Note GPT from Fiscal Note, a first of its kind AI tool tailored to legal and regulatory workflows. Go figure. That was yesterday. Not seeing anything. Fiscal Note, the biggest mover at the moment. Nothing more than 5%. Oh, here we go. UPTD again. That halted. It's at the halt level. Trade up acquisition at the moment. Another SPAC halted to the upside. The tick moving up. Recent IPO. Let's see. Yeah, Cal, it's halted to the upside. UPDT, Novavax, Bradson is. What's it looking at resuming at? That's a good question, actually. It's worth asking. About 30% gap up. So 69, 68, 99. So about 30% gap up at the moment is what it's looking like on UPTD. What about net? That's way below the VWAP, so no. 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 Not something that I want to try. Murphy, not trading that either. Let's go back to the tick. Okay, guys, what are you watching? What are you seeing? Are you well, this is what I'm thinking. It might, if it gets over that key level, $5. At that key level right now. And 506 up to 509. So let's see, can we get over 510 on the next candle? This is a red candle, maybe not. Doesn't seem to have the volatility, the velocity that we really want it to have. Pulling back a little bit, so it'd be nice if it held $5. Yeah, everything's pulling back right now. Let's have a look at UPTD. It's should resume in about 1 minute's time, just over 1 minute's time. So I'm looking at NPC, Neptune Wellness. I don't like those up wicks. What else is moving? Right. Yeah, I don't like that. I'll take a look at Spry later, maybe. AMC hitting the scanners for the first time in a couple of weeks. There's a hell of a lot of red. Maybe it's a shorting day. Maybe it's a day for shorting. Let's go back over to the resumption here. Should get a resumption here in about 10 seconds. Just over 10 seconds time. Looking like a gap down. So let's see what the volume comes in and does it bounce? There's the gap down. $17.59. Why do I get filled up there? It's a terrible fill. That's because of the spread. Horrible spreads. $18.81 is the fault level now. $18 on the bid. Can we get anything on the bid? There's 18. There we go. Just lock that in quick. Nice $1,500. All right, cheers, Vol. Fault level 1905. So I'm going to wait for the next pullback. Wait for an entry rather than chase. I'm happy with that $1,500. That was nice. That was a exit, a market exit across the sell at market because of the spreads. I didn't take into account the spreads on the entry. There's the pullback. So high of day, 1888. I just need a few more of those great trades. Stay away from Avenging. Yeah, enjoy your flight. Safe trip, buddy. Don't know where you're going, but safe trip there, Vol. Tell me about it, Flip Jug. Tell me about it. Disney breaking highs. Nice. By bloody time you did something for me, Disney. Been holding you in a still in the hole, but I've been holding you for long enough. It's about time you started moving back up. $18.50 on the 2 minute right now, and on the 5 minute. Let's have a look at Swin. She's pulling back a little bit too much, so breaking low. Oh, following holdings. We tried this a couple of weeks ago, I remember. That's the wrong button. I want to have a look at Solomon Holdings. Is it capital? It's not really got the kind of volatility I want to see in terms of momentum right now. But I'm not seeing any company-specific news. Volume relative. So what I need to see is good relative volume, good momentum, and a catalyst. It's got none of those. So I'm not trading Swin. It might be up. I'm going back to basics, and I'm going to be looking for good setups. So let's have a look at that's halted to the upside on what kind of volume. 15,000. So we've got Safe and Green is up at 210 now. It's back over $2. It's back in my range. Safe and Green. It's currently up 250%. I haven't a clue why. Every time I try and open this on Benzinga, it hangs. Why is Safe and Green up 260% today? Press release from the company revealed it will distribute shares for Safe and Green, its real estate development subsidiary. The company will distribute these shares on September 27th as a spin-off of that business. According to Safe and Green, shares of SGDVV started trading publicly on September 19th. So this is SGBXV. Oh, I'm already confused. Here we go. So investors of SGBXV stock will receive 0.93 shares of SGDVV for every 5 shares they hold. Investors had to be on record as of September the 8th to be included in the distribution. So people buying it now won't get anything. But that's the news. I'm going to look at it. I'm not trading it. I'm going to look at it though. It's the only thing that seems to be moving. And it's not really moving that much either. So Avenger spreads 15, 20 cents. Oh, and 5-10 cents rather. This moment in time. Bit whippy again. Range of 29. Yeah, it's the ratios are there. So SGBVXV. So that's looking at a 220, so a 10-cent gap up. Should gap up 10 cents in the next minute. SGBX, is that still trading? Yeah, but shut up, dog. Yeah, so it looks like that gap up will continue based on this one. SGBV should resume trading in about 30 seconds ish, give or take. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, Cal. It just started trading on Tuesday. It was like some kind of spin-off or SPAC merger or something. Couldn't find out what the catalyst was, but yeah, we'll see. Neptune over the VWAP. Let's have a look at Neptune. breaking high of day. So I don't like the spikes on it. Range on it, 23-cent range. Yeah, I'm with you there. With you on that one, Carl. So where's the moniker come from there, Calvus? Are you a fisherman? You do deep water fishing or something? Key levels 508. It's not holding that. $550. Psychological levels 525, 550. 550 is key. 525 there as well. And we're looking at 575. Obviously $6 and $6.50. So yeah, looking at some of the key levels, and they seem to be in line with the psychological levels. Yeah, my father used to have an aquarium until he bought cichlids. He used to have a lot of tropical fish, various different tropical fish, and he bought cichlids. And the cichlids ate every other fish. He had no idea. Kind of, he must have spent about 5 or 6 years getting this aquarium up to scratch, and had all kinds of different fish in there. And he bought a handful of cichlids to go in there and put them in, and within, I'd say, 2 weeks, the fishes started disappearing. Within about 2 weeks, he had catfish and cichlids left. That's all he had. Hot water equivalent of, or warm water equivalent of piranha, it seems. Fabio is moving up. Yesterday's IPO. We've got Instacart moving up really well. IPO on Tuesday. Hold off pretty much since then. But like I say, it came all the way back down to the IPO price at 30, so, or just over 30. So it's getting about a bit of a bounce today. That's a decent flag setup if I had better volume. Right, and it's not seeing anything worth trading right now. 41, 10-minute halt, so it'll be 51, 12. We've got another minute left yet before the resumption. Very choppy. I'm watching that on the smaller chart here, my watch list chart. I'm not seeing any entries. So like I say, I'm back to basics today. I'm making sure that today's a green day. I don't want to finish a fifth red day in a row. It's already my longest losing streak since October 21. So I'm putting it to bed today. Hey, Black Eagle, not seen you for a while, buddy. Okay, let's go back to we're on SGBXV. Looks like a 230 gap up, so 20-cent gap up. It's looking like a resumption. Should resume in about 20 seconds ish, 15. So let's see. In the next couple of seconds, we should get a resumption. There's your 20-cent gap up. Already halted at the halt level downwards. Is it a false halt? Yes, it is. And we go again. Into the halt level 255. Are we going to get us another halt? I'm not chasing this one. I'm just not feeling it. But it's at the halt level now. Not halted yet, but it looks like it's going to. That's the third halt in a row. Be wary. Third halts have a tendency to fail. So you have a tendency for a pullback after a third halt or even a gap down. This looks like it's going to gap up. So this might keep going. Safe and green. 10-stick gap up at the moment is what it's looking like. It's probably going to be a 10-minute halt, but we'll recheck it in 5 minutes. Avenger, no, not touching it. Like I said, I was $4 up until I decided to have a go at it yesterday, so I'll wait till there's something worth. Right, so Accenture moved up well yesterday. No volume today. Well, what a jib. It's a bit of a shame. Yeah, I looked at swing, but Solomon Holdings just, there's no velocity to it. I'm not feeling it. If you want to go for it, go for it. But like I said, I'm back to basics. I'm only taking top first class setups today. I don't know where they came from. I didn't check them for an accent, pal. But yeah, they pretty much ate everything bar the catfish. Yeah, well, 9 to 5 needs to pay the bills there, Black Eagle. Are you doing any swing trading instead? Cheers, Ricky. And the idea is get green, stay green. You know my motto, get green, stay green, get to goal and get out. I've got green, I'm staying green. Whether I get to goal is irrelevant. I just want to lock in a green day today. Let's put that losing streak to bed. My daughter is clearly hyper today. And here in the next room banging stuff. Oh, we're down at the beach today. She had a great. She didn't know which way to turn. So we had the ball. Where we were at, there was swings off the tree, tree swings. Obviously, I had the sea on the beach. She was spoiled for stimulation. So came back and she was absolutely shattered. Then she wakes up, I've got a 15-minute nap or whatever. She wakes up and she's off again. I'm sure she's energized, the bunny. VWAP, blue skies, you say? How do you make that out? Blue skies on Neptune, Ed? I don't think so. I mean, back in May, this was a $25 stock. It was a $40 stock back in February, but we're far from blue skies. This has been selling off since mid-August when it was a $6 stock. Oh, no, tell a lie, not 6. It was a $14 stock. So we're nowhere near blue skies on Neptune, Ed. Blue skies is when there's no price. The terminology blue sky, it doesn't mean that there's nothing today for it to move. I mean, we've got pre-market action when it was up at 663. Blue skies is when there's no price action at all historically above the level that you're at. Then you've got blue skies. There's no historical support or resistance above a particular price level. That's blue skies. So just kind of clarification on some of the terminology. I know it can be confusing for, there's that much to get your head around. It can be confusing, but yeah. Maybe look into swing trading instead, Black Eagle, because that's not going to impinge on your work schedule. Because what you can do is you set your trade, you get a bit more disciplined, but you just set your trade and go. You take smaller sizes, bigger range, and you tend to have reasonable wins if you're doing it right. A little bit more research goes into it. You don't want to be taking momentum stocks or crappy stocks. You want to take stocks that are going to have trending runs or whatever, and just swing trade. You'd set your trade before you go to work, come back and have a look. Is it hit either the stop loss or the take profit? Or if you come back or check it at lunchtime or part way through the day or whatever, and if you're in profit and you're happy with the profit, take it. Swing trading is a lot. It's not as volatile, not as stressful as day trading. What I would say, if you're swing trading, you should be looking for similar kind of accuracy in terms of success rate, 2 to 1 or better. But you set your trade and you go. You're not constantly at the screen watching for breakouts. You're not constantly at the screen looking for moves. It's just a case of, okay, today I'm gonna trade this one, and swing trading. You can swing trade with options as well. That's what I tend to swing trade options when I'm swing trading. You just set it and go. It doesn't take up your time. It frees you. A lot of people who have a 9 to 5, they're not quite consistent enough to give up the 9 to 5 to day trade. Will be swing trading, and then if they're successful with this, they get a level of consistency with the swing trade, and they might give up the job and continue swing trading, or they might just continue swing trading and day trade at the same time, 2 different accounts maybe. I don't swing trade on my with CMEG. I only swing trade with Interactive. So when I'm doing a swing trade. See, Neptune got over the VWAP, didn't hold. It's kind of down here at the whole $1.05. So is it going to hold $5? And it, like I say, it was up at kind of pre-market, went up as high as 6.59. So it's got a long way to go before we even think about any kind of blue skies or something. But is it going to hold the whole $1.05? Avenger. Not trading it, but it's fast approaching that pre-market high. It's still within the pre-market range. It did dip below it, but it's clawed its way back into the pre-market range. It's going to try and test that pre-market high of 12.70. I'm just looking at what I mean. Let's see what we're talking about here in terms of volume. Where's the top volume movers? There's GCT spiking up. That's an old one from the past. Got some good money on GCT in the past. Just no volume on it. 126,000. It's moved up a whole $1 since in the last half an hour, or 15 minutes. Moved up a whole $1 in 15 minutes, but not enough volume to trade it. Well, I think I'm doing a good job of being disciplined today. I think everybody needs to give me a small pat on the back for not taking some subpar trades today, because there's been plenty I could have got into and taken. I'm kind of looking at Neptune now with potential double top formation here, M pattern. If you look at this one, so be wary of this. We've got the move up, the middle bring down to the whole $5, another move up. If it doesn't break new highs, be wary of a flush down. So you need to get over 540 and some continuation. There's always the risk of the M pattern, which is a bearish pattern, and usually it's a reversal indicator, reversal pattern. So watch for that. Thank you, Fark. You're the only one that said congratulations on being disciplined, Tony. And staying away from Avenger, even though it is trying to make a bullish break for 1270. Fabio. Yeah, there's your M pattern there. Just not great. This move. This was yesterday's late IPO yesterday. Move up, the retracement, then a move up, and then a sell off. So there's your M pattern there. That's a double top on Clavio. This through to any kind of double top. I mean, if you look at this on the 5 minute, you've got the devil horns as well. So you need another reversal indicator, the devil horns. So that pulls back. Now, anything else that we potentially could get in on? No. I'm not feeling that one either. This one is extremely volatile. Missed the entries on all of them. That third halt, I say it's usually halt 1, gap up, halt 2, gap up, halt 3, slight gap up before the pullback. So then the gap down. Yeah, Ed, go back to basics. That's what I've done today. You're absolutely right, Daniel. There's not a huge amount of volume on anything at the moment. Neptune, I'll be very wary on this one, Robin. Like I say, take the potential M pattern on the 5 minute. You've got devil horns, double top there. So yeah, if this breaks, there she is. She's late, but she's. What have you got for me there? Bye-bye. Hey, beautiful. Cup of froth. Sorry. I'm going to have to teach you how to pour beer. It was bouncy bouncy. Really? I'll show you bouncy bouncy later. Mom, exit. Happy's working. Want to give Miyako some food? Mr. Miyako. Give Miyako. No? Okay, there you go. Those? Just leave her there. I'll if she's quiet enough, she'll be fine. Yeah, no, there was now. There was a lot more. The market was a lot more buoyant earlier in the year. Granted, it wasn't. Yes, she is, Cal. She's been staying up late lately, so come here. Here, sit on my knee. Thank you. That's the dog, yeah. Come on, show. Say hello to everybody. Hi. So the market was, yeah, that's Pappy. Okay, do you want to see you as well? So there you go. That's you and Pappy. Look you. Yeah, it'd be nice if she went. The problem is that if she goes down at 7:30, she'll be up at like 1:30, and she won't be going back down again until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I suppose I could deal with that. That might be an alarm bell to go and do trade power hour. But yes, she is, Alistair. And that's the problem. You want to get down? You want to go to mummy now? No. Okay, well, I can't play. I'm working, okay? Yeah, I've got some of those as well, John. Well, this is my second opportunity, my second chance, as it were. Well, this is my bonus starter. Oh, UPD PD looking like it's going to break out now. Spreads 20 cents ish, 25 cents. Over 18 might be interesting. Go to the door and shout for your mama. But she can't play either. Partial fill. Full fill. Let's see. Spread the mantle. Need it over 18. Yeah, go to the door and knock from ask for mummy. It's okay, Miyako, you stay there. Yeah, I'll open the door for you in a minute. I'm just in this trade, sweetie. Getting 50 cents maximum out of me, this one. I said that. It's got $1 out of me. There's the bounce. Yeah, it didn't get 50 cents out of me. That moved quick. So, absolutely, Cal. Yeah, the end pattern on net, it's fulfilled. Which is what I'm saying, the end pattern and the devil horns, if you look at it on a 5 minute. So the end pattern there was bearish, and then you got the 5 minute devil horns as well here, also bearish. So multiple time frames, multiple bearish signs for the reversal. But look, I'm still green, I'm staying green, and I only went in small there so that if it did reverse on me, it wasn't going to wipe out my gains on that particular ticker, or on the day, as it were. And that's a sensible thing to do, I think, for me today. But any green's good green there, Robin. Are you selling ice cream down there? Who are you selling to? Are you selling ice cream to your friends? Okay. Well, you play there. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. Murph. There's Mama. There's your Mama. She's got some. You got some ice cream for her? Ice cream? Mama got ice cream. Come on, we'll get some ice cream with Mama. Or one of the tubs. Yeah, absolutely. There's not a lot moving right now. Right, I'm moving back up again. I got out at the bottom, which is typical. So now I know where the support is at the VWAP. Look, ice cream. Do you want that? Want some sweeties? Want some worms? Want some worms? Let's leave her there. She'll be fine. Don't get in my eye line when I'm in a trade, please, love. Vegas, try CMEG or even Interactive, and use just tell you what to do. Download a copy of Dash Trader. It's a great platform, very customizable, very user friendly. It's miles better than something like TWS on with Interactive. And if you've got an Interactive account, you can actually link Dash Trader to Interactive. You can link it to TD Ameritrade instead of Think or Swim. Dash Trade is a great platform to use. It's very versatile, very user friendly. Now the wicks are horrible. It's very whippy, very whippy. I want to see this over 18 again. Oh, ow. There's 18 on the ask. $19.50 on the ask might be nice, as long as it takes a bid with it. 20 cents at the moment on the spread, 21. Very choppy, yeah, absolutely, totally agree. With it, up there, back down again. Let's fill that wick. 18.50 is what we're looking for. Looking at 30 cents on the spreads now. Well, just shy of. Where am I trading from? I'm in the Philippines right now. If that's what you mean. Which location? Yeah, just check it out. Just download the Dash Sim. get used to it. If you need like hotkey configuration scripts like that, just email me directly. I'll send you my configuration, and then that'll save you a lot of stuff. Help you setting up hotkeys and the hot buttons and things like that, and then trade in the simulator for a while, and then if you like it, just switch the subscription across to Interactive Brokers or TD Ameritrade or whichever broker you're with, and link it that way. Who are you with at the moment, Vegas? I could put $18 on the ask, but it's not taking the bid with it, and it's not breaking 18, so it's finding a bit of resistance at 18. Like it's getting over 18 on the ask, but it's not taking the bid over, so that's where the resistance is for in terms of price. When you think of a support resistance, remember there's always a spread involved, so you're never going to get support or resistance at a particular penny. Because the bid might not go up to that level, and or the ask might go over that, but the bid doesn't. So it's always a range, it's always an area. Support resistance is an area, not or a zone even. Supply and demand zones, I think, is the latest terminology. I'm going to have to get out of this. It's not looking like it's going to go my way. I'm going to set a stop at 1750, and it just as it broke down. So there's the discipline. Oh, I'm still green. I'm staying green. There you go. So if you're on Thinkorswim, just check out Dash Trader. You can link it to your TD Ameritrade account, and you'll find it is so much more configurable, usable than Thinkorswim. I'm seeing Avenger moving up, but I don't like it for obvious reasons. Yeah, there's volume's crap everywhere. That's just terrible. That's moving up, but not got the volume. Again, that's what we're missing volume, guys. Somebody turn up the volume. Somebody give Mars a poke. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Jam, jam. What are they talking about? I honestly don't know what they're talking about. These dance tunes and stuff. It's like pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stomping and the jam is pumping and the look out the crowd is jump. What are you on about? Makes no sense. Somebody tell me not to trade this, please. No, DAS is a Windows platform. But you can, if you're an Apple connoisseur, or you're using Apple, you're evil, Cal. You're evil. But you can use the what's the iOS virtual window. You can open a Windows virtual machine in iOS to trade it that way. But otherwise, I mean, there's workarounds. There's workarounds. There are workarounds. If it gets over higher day, I might consider it, but it's got to break that 1270. Because it's looking right now on the 5 minutes, it's looking very double toppy. So I'm not touching that. I've just persuaded myself not to touch it. Look at the 5 minute. If that's not an M pattern, I don't know. So 5 minute double top there, I won't touch that. Nomura, recent IPO. Yeah, can't trade that on that kind of volume. Recent IPO last week, been selling pretty much all this week. First green day, but there's no volume on it. Fabio, yeah, another one. It's not easy to trade at the moment, guys. The market conditions are not great trading. Just looking at some of the IPOs that have come out of ARM Holdings, a bit of a double bottom, W shape there, so it gets back up to kind of over the VWAP right now. Breakout at the VWAP. Yeah, so this is high of day 1265. 1265. So it's hit 1265 twice now. That's a double top. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't even think about getting into that one. Nothing setting up at all. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Cal. Well, look, tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow is another day. There's always going to be. Look, the market's only been open for an hour, so there's still plenty action to be had. Nomura is breaking out. It's not. I can't trade that on that kind of volume, though. I think I've sunburnt my nose. Well, tomorrow's the last day of the week, so it's a Friday. I've got a call with the guy at Benzinga as well at 11, so I'll probably finish up tomorrow at 10:30. I've got a business call with the Benzinga guys at 11. They wanted to talk to me about something, but I don't know what, so we'll see. EOS Energy. 220s, start testing that pre-market range. If you want to break out of that pre-market range, either bullish or bearish, depending on which direction it gets, it's usually very good. It's worth putting it on your charts. If you're watching the pre-market, it's worth putting those pre-market highs and lows on your charts because they do act as support and resistance levels very often. So if something breaks out of that pre-market high, breaks above it, as you can see here, and you've seen on so many charts I've pulled up already today, the pre-market high here, and it's moved up since the regular session, moved up, tapped it, and it's pulling back now. So yeah, guys, tomorrow's another day. Imperial Petroleum moving up. It's a small, low price stock, not something I trade, but it's getting a bit of volume coming in the last couple of minutes. And spiked up, broke that pre-market high that I was just talking about, 150, went up to 156, which is, you know, whole percentage point. That's now pulling way back. Roadzen, no volume. ICCT, ICO Connect, yeah, again, no volume. Swing, yeah, that's pulling back after that double top, so still not great. Spray was big sell-off yesterday, tried to bounce, and then yeah, so it's just sideways at the moment on the 60-minute chart. A big sell-off yesterday, it's just sideways at the moment. This was an $8 stock before it started to sell off. So this is ARS Pharma. Lovely double bottom there. Breakout. Sell off there to the pre-market lows, support at the pre-market lows, and then move up, move back up. So yeah, nothing worth really getting excited about here, guys. Yeah, well, good luck, Dennis. I hope you finished green, and there wasn't a single strong catalyst so far today, Carl. I totally agree with that one. Do you know what? I'm going to knock it on the head. So let me just have a look at the. Oh, I'll share it. Well, may as well share it with you, hadn't I? Why not? There's me laptop. And switch it over on the old pocket tick as well. So here's my laptop settings here. You can see this. So this is my Benzinga. How I've got my Benzinga set up. If you're wondering what Benzinga is, I'll just talk you through Benzinga. This is what I use to find stocks that are moving when they're moving. Not a lot been moving today. So I've got my gap scanner, which tells me how much something's moved since yesterday's close, effectively. So it's UPTD is up 44% since it closed yesterday's close. This is my surging scanner over the last 15 minutes. What's surging up over the last 15 minutes to the upside, and APLT, I'll have a look at that in a moment. So that's currently up 5.5% in the last 15 minutes. Then I've got my momentum scanner, which goes both ways. So what's moving up, what's moving down, and by how much. And the top momentum at the moment, SWIN is pulling back the most. Well, it was, but this is in real time. It changes quite quickly when it's busy, but this is in real time. It tells you what the momentum moves are. Then I've got my signals here. I've got my rolling news ticker here. This is Benzinga. You should, if you're not using something like this, or trade ideas, or another source for scanners, it's worth checking out. And if you want to check it out for free. You can do so. Let's have a look, see if my link tree is working or not at the moment. Yeah, so this is my link tree. These links are all in my description. If you're watching on TikTok, you can find my link tree by going to my profile, or you can just take that particular that link there and type it into your browser. That's another way of doing it. So we've got. I'll come to the IPOs in a moment, Fark. So this is where you'll find Benzinga. Find stocks to trade. I use Benzinga. Now, you can try it free for 2 weeks. If you want to try it free for 2 weeks and you like it and you sign up, I get a kickback. Being completely transparent here, they're giving you a kickback. But don't pay full price. Whatever you do, you can get 35% off by using my code at the checkout. By going through this link anyway, I'll get the kickback, whether you use the discount code or not. But what's in it for you if that's the case, other than, you know, the service you get from Benzinga? So I say, don't pay full price, get 35% off, whatever, you go for the essential package, whatever length of time that you prefer. There's discounts for longevity, so you can take a monthly subscription, you can take a quarterly or annual, and it's economies of scale. But get 35% off by using Data Trade with Tony 35, and you'll get, like I say, you get 35% off. I'll get a kickback. They're getting a new customer. It's win-win-win, triple win all day long. If you want to learn how to trade, I'm happy to take people under my wing. A whole bunch of people have completed the Day Trade with Tony course, and well, I'll show it to you. The Day Trade with Tony course is 18 plus hours of video lectures and content. You've got everything that you'll learn. There's my face. Testimonials from a couple of people that have actually taken it. Full curriculum here. So check this out. If you want to, you know, obviously don't take my word for it. If you wanted to see if it's for you, then you can check out the first lesson for free on YouTube. Just go to my go through this link, or go to my YouTube and check out the Learn to Day Trade section. Like I say, you can go here for either take a monthly, quarterly, or annual subscription, and it's up to you. What else? TraderView, which I'm going to come into in a second. So TraderView is the journal I use. People ask me who I'm trading with. Capital Markets Elite Group. If you want to get some merchandise, I've got a merch store now with Etsy. So check it out. Got all your favorite slogans. So hoodies, cups, get green, stay green, hoodies and sweaters. Fat guy on the internet. There you go, hoodies and teddy bears for the kids, bikinis for the missus, or for, you know, the boyfriend's girlfriend, whatever, pajamas, whatever, all kinds of merch that you can get in there, phone covers. I need to buy some more of these myself, actually. Even Bluetooth stereos, wireless chargers, whatever you want. You can get it at the Day Trade with Tony Etsy store. So there you go. What else have I come for? So yes, Dash Trader. So there you go. Who was I was just talking to? Vegas. So yeah. Check this out. The Dash Trader is a platform I use. I use it with CMEG. It's actually called Traders Elite, but with CMEG, but it's Dash Trader under a white label name. So Dash Trader, you can go to Dash Trader, and if you interactive brokers, TD Ameritrader, or anything like that, whoever your broker is, they will provide APIs for your broker to link to. So you go into the subscribe section, and you can go straight there and get a TD Ameritrade, interactive brokers. They link with very well. Other brokers as well. I mean, you've only got to go down to the bottom, and it shows you a whole bunch of different brokers. I'll go for the SIM. What I would suggest is try the SIM out. It's you can get with the SIM. If you let me know if you subscribe, take the $120 package on the SIM, and I can get it upgraded for the total view package for you for free. Just let me know if you do take the SIM, and I'll get it upgraded for you. Yeah, so, and then what else? That's it, TraderView. So journal. Now there's a whole bunch of different journals you can have. Trade Anvil. I'm using TraderView. TraderView report. So this is TraderView. I've got it set to September before today. So today's a scratch day, really. It's green, small green. I'm staying green, and I'm putting an end to my losing streak. So if I look at my calendar for September, for example, you can see straight away that four losing days in a row. The last 2 days have not been catastrophic, but it's losing days all the time. In fact, none of them are really big red days, but it's psychologically it does affect me. So I've put an end to that today, and that's a good. So I'll have a green trading day today. If I look at what I'm on for the month, it's a nice profitable month. We're now, what, 40k for the month. That's not bad. Not bad at all. It's half where I should be. If I look at my daily average, it's just over half, which I've set myself a 6k target. So I'm averaging 3k even with 4 consecutive red days. So not too bad. My drawdown is 10.5k, so it's just shy, just over 10k at the moment, the drawdown. So I'm not doing too bad, and you know, we'll do it all again tomorrow. So I guess that's where we're at. I will just go back to the charts, and we'll look at the IPOs that I was talking about. Okay, so the IPO today, only one IPO today, a couple of SPAC mergers, granted, but not been priced. A bit like yesterday, we had Klaviyo didn't get priced until after lunchtime, but GMM is the ticker. That's supposed to be for today, and if that goes ahead, it probably won't go live until 1 o'clock. Maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock. The fact that it's not priced yet, it's probably going to be 1 o'clock, 12:30 if it does. If at all, it might even get pushed to next week. Does kind of do that. But there's a couple of SPAC mergers as well, so just watch the watch the price action, I guess. DAS is 1,000 times better than Think or Swim, Park. And the IPO for today is GMM. We do have, what was it? We had something earlier that was a BAT, was a SPAC merger. Not doing much, very sideways action. We also had Murph was a SPAC merger. Again, very choppy volume. What else did we have? SPAC mergers, a whole bunch of things that RDZN is a SPAC merger. So yeah, just see what, just keep an eye on the market. Things can happen after lunchtime. You might get a nice news catalyst comes out at lunchtime, and yeah, it's one of those days, I guess. Very choppy. If something pops and it pops well, trade it. Otherwise, just keep your powder dry and save it for tomorrow. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow, 8:30, now before the market opens, and we'll do it all again. Okay, guys, catch you later. Stay green. Get green, stay green. You know the motto now, guys. Take it easy.